Welcome into Pro Football Daily. I'm Jordan Lugo. Thank you so much for being here on Friday, May 19th. Right now, we're talking Marvin Harrison Jr., getting into some summer scouting. Look, we're going to talk a lot of NFL news and analysis on this channel, but there ain't a lot going on right now around the league, and so a lot of my focus right now, before we get into training camp and preseason, all that fun stuff, is currently on summer scouting. For the 2023 college football season, 2024 NFL draft. We've talked about Caleb Williams and Drake May, two super talented quarterbacks earlier this week. Now it's time to look at one of the most talented receivers I have seen in a very, very long time. Marvin Harrison Jr., obviously son of Colts legend Marvin Harrison Sr. The bloodline's there, extremely strong. Talk about his size. Marvin Harrison Jr., 6'4", 205 pounds. According to Bruce Feldman of the Athletic, who does the Freaks List every year, MHJ put up 380 pounds on the bench press. Did 22 reps of 225 pounds last offseason when he was just 20 years old, 19 years old last offseason. 3.94 short shuttle is absolutely ridiculous. 10.9 on the broad. And he was hitting 23 miles per hour on the field. Ridiculous athleticism from Marvin Harrison Jr. Was number 2 last year on Bruce Feldman's Freaks List. But let's break down what I've seen from Marvin Harrison Jr. on the football field. What is his superpower? Like, what's his calling card? What's going to separate him at the next level? It's kind of hard to pinpoint because there are so many things that he does well. But I'd say it's his ability to come down with contested catches. He's an acrobat in the air, tremendous body control, catch radius, length, explosiveness, really, really talented with his feet to toe tap or drag on the boundary, get his feet down in bounds. Looking at his release off the line, he's shown the ability to beat press with inside or outside releases at just 20 years old last year, turns 21 in August, so that was really impressive to see the release packages that Marvin Harrison Jr. was putting together. And then once he gets into his routes, he's advanced when it comes to his route running. And that should come as no surprise based on who his father is, the bloodlines, right? And his athletic profile and his work ethic. He's dedicated, his life to the game, really. So he can really sink his hips, get in and out of breaks at a high level. For such a big receiver, again, 6'4", 205 pounds, probably going to have a little bit more muscle on his frame this year than he did last year. But he gets in and out of his breaks really well, sinks those hips for such a big guy. When it comes to catching the football, I've already kind of said it, one of the best I've ever seen. Extremely reliable hands at all levels of the field, contested catch wizard, just makes some of the most dazzling grabs you will ever see. Bottom line, highly encourage you to go check him out. After the catch, he can pick up yardage, but definitely not a big-time yak guy. Yak is not his calling card here. Could he develop more yak ability? Yes, he could, because he has the athletic profile. He's young. He definitely has room to grow. Willing and able blocker, which you like to see out of a number one. I think at times he could have a little bit more strength on his frame, which obviously in the weight room, you're able to see that he has the muscle, but you want to take that to the football field as well when it comes to being able to block. And he's a really good blocker. I just think there's times where the defender shows a little bit more strength than Marvin Harrison does. When it comes to, hand fighting throughout routes, really good in that regard. He's able to play physical against these corners that want to kind of take away free access. It doesn't matter. He's open when he's not open. Look, Ohio State has had some unbelievable talent at wide receiver throughout the program's history. Lately, it's been mind-boggling, quite frankly. He's the best prospect right now when compared to Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Jamison Williams, Emeka Egbuka. Doesn't matter who you're talking about. He's the top guy. He is unbelievable. He is wide receiver 1. It's pretty funny. Ohio State's website, the first note about Marvin Harrison Jr. just says, Marvin is wide receiver 1. And that's right. He is wide receiver 1. This is easily the best prospect since Jamar Chase at wide receiver. And for me right now, he's ahead of Jamar Chase by a decent margin. Like Jamar Chase had incredible athleticism, but not as big as a Marvin Harrison Jr. in terms of his height, in terms of his length, his contested catch ability. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is a more advanced route runner. So for me, he's ahead of Jamar Chase. So looking back beyond Jamar Chase, I think you're talking about probably 10 plus years to find someone at his level for me. And he could be even better in 2023. Should be even better in 2023. He's a special, special talent. NFL bloodlines, great athleticism, great hands, really good route runner. Cannot wait to see what he brings to the football field in 2023. But that will do it for this summer scouting video. Really appreciate y'all for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Marvin Harrison Jr. and his NFL prospects. You can also like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a show on here. Really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Have a good Friday.